It's Dr. Steve, master of the subconscious mind and doctor who fixes 100% of orthopedic issues not related to cancer, fracture, or infection. And let's cover serotonin today because the average person believes that serotonin is the happy hormone that it is good for them. And like everything with hormones and neurotransmitters, there's a baseline, there's a balance that we need. But serotonin itself actually is directly correlated with high cortisol levels, high epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenal stress. It's also related to high histamine levels. So you know the leaky gut that everybody gets? Histamine signals zonulin, and zonulin regulates the interstitial space between the cells in the gut, so it causes leaky gut. So high serotonin, high adrenaline, high norepinephrine, high cortisol will cause leaky gut. It causes degeneration within bone loss, muscle tissue wasting, decreases thyroid function, suppresses the immune system and the thymus gland. So when we're talking about high serotonin levels and happy hormones, it's not such a hot thing to have high serotonin. And some hacks, because now I give you some information. Like, well, what do I do now that I know high serotonin is not so hot for me? Tryptophan is one of the amino acids that creates higher serotonin levels. So an easy way to combat this is if we're eating foods that are higher in tryptophan, those are a lot of our protein sources. All we need to do is get more proline and glycine, and we can get that from collagen. And so if we get those two amino acids, you will lower the cortisol response, or that epinephrine and norepinephrine response, from that tryptophan. So there's lots of different hacks and different things that we can do to modulate these things and decrease our stress load. But we have to understand that a lot of the medical community, the way things have been put out, is there's a lot of erroneous information and they don't look at the whole picture. So, we always want to look at not just the hormones and the neurotransmitters, but look at the other external factors that are creating the stress and the high histamine and the higher oxidative stress. We want to look at blue light from our computer devices. We want to look at peroxynitrate production from Wi-Fi signals and EMFs. And all those things are chronic stress that raises adrenaline, raises cortisol, and raises serotonin, and raises histamine. So, certain people are more susceptible. That's why I look at DNA and I break down genetic coding. And we look at the DNA and the genetic SNPs to find out, is there a possibility that we are moving disproportionately through the neurotransmitter pathway or through the transsulfurization pathway that's creating a higher amount of serotonin levels that would cause nerve degeneration or suppress the immune system or create heart disease or those type of factors. So, your thyroid function, a lot of people are struggling with thyroid and metabolism issues, and that's directly correlated with the high cortisol levels, but that's also high serotonin. So, don't always think that, boosting your serotonin is the happy hormone that's going to make you feel better.